First of all, congratulations on putting your hand up to be a mentee. This has the potential to be such a significant relationship and important growth point for you. But to get the most out of it, you have to be committed to the relationship. One of the things that we've noticed in the mentoring programs is that sometimes mentees don't actually give the relationship the commitment that they need to do. Make sure you make the most of this opportunity. To do that, you need to listen to your mentor and actually respond to what they're asking you to do. They may sometimes ask you to read a book or read an article or to do some homework in some other way. Please listen to that and respond to that, because you will get the most out of it if you put some of that work in. You need to desire to grow. This is an opportunity for you to grow in your faith, to grow closer to God, but you need to want to do that. So make sure you ask yourself, are you actually seeking to grow closer to God? And if you're not, pray about it. Ask God to give you that desire. And finally, something that's really important is to keep confidences. This mentoring relationship is an important relationship, but there needs to be trust. And to have trust, you need to make sure that you don't tell other people what happens within that relationship. Your mentor might share with you something really personal. You need to be careful with how you handle that information. To be a good mentee, I can recommend this book, Mentoring Matters by Rick Lewis. He actually talks about what makes a good mentee in that. He refers to several things. One of the things he focuses on is be devoted to Christ, desire to be like Jesus. Secondly, he says be open, listen for God's advice, both through the mentor and in other situations as well. Be determined, learn self-discipline. If people are wanting to get healthy, then they tend to be very self-disciplined about fitness and about training, even about what they eat. But in the area of Christian growth, sometimes we can be a bit lazy. Make sure you are self-disciplined and want to grow. The next point is to be honest. Actually raise issues, correct false impressions, be open about what is actually happening in your life. The next thing is to think. Strangely enough, we sometimes are so busy and so caught up that we don't take the time to stop and actually reflect on how we're growing in our Christian life. This is an opportunity in your mentoring relationship to actually think, reflect, to ponder, and to ask questions. The next point is to take action. Actually do something about what you're learning. Make decisions. Commit to a plan for growth. You also need to take responsibility. You need to work hard, fulfill your commitments, admit and grow from your failures as well as from your successes. And respect boundaries. Be sensitive in the demands that you make on your mentor. They're a person who, in most cases, is busier than you, so make sure you respect the time demands that you're making on them, what you're asking from them. Again, keep confidences and do not take advantage of them. And finally, show appreciation. Your mentor is investing in you in time, they're preparing for each session, so be grateful for that and show them how much you appreciate it. Mentees can face different challenges. It may be that you feel that your mentor is actually judging you or blaming in some way. That can be really unhelpful. It may be that the mentor is continually referring to their own experience rather than really listening and dealing with your experience. It may be that you feel your mentor is trying to fix you or rescue you when you don't want that. You actually just want the opportunity to explain what's happening. It may be that your mentor is jumping to conclusions. Sometimes they may interrupt or finish your sentences. It may be that you feel your mentor is distracted, either by the phone or by just being busy. They're not really paying attention. Or it may be that you sense that your mentor is actually talking more than listening. These are all quite valid things that happen in the mentoring relationship. The first thing to do when that happens is actually to point out that behavior and say why you find it unhelpful. But if you feel that that's not something that you feel confident in doing because of the power imbalance, it's a good thing to actually refer to your mentor coordinator. There's a couple of other things that I want to mention that may be challenges. One is that you may feel that there's a lack of connection or a lack of trust, that you're not really benefiting from this relationship as much as you might. And the last one is broken boundaries. If you feel that this relationship is not a really good relationship, a healthy relationship, it's good to look for signs of that and to actually, again, take that to your mentor coordinator and ask if something can be done about that.